Let's make some breakfast, y'all. This turned out so chaotic and stressful, but I'm going to show it to y'all anyways. I'm going to start off with some self-rising white lily flour. I'm just going to sift it so it's light and fluffy, and then I'm going to press down and make a little bowl in that flour. And the reason you're doing that is so that you can keep your Crisco and your buttermilk all in the center. So I'm going to get some of my Crisco and grease my pan up real good, and then I'm going to get a little handful, probably half a cup or so, and put it over into the flour, and then you're going to use buttermilk. I like whole buttermilk. Sometimes I can't find it, so I just use whatever I got. You're just going to use your fingers and kind of break up that Crisco as best you can, and then start pulling in flour from the sides. This video is sped up, but I'm actually going slow and gentle. I'm going to show you. This is at normal speed. So it's very important that you don't overwork your dough, because that's what makes your biscuits come out like hockey pucks. People ask me all the time, why are my biscuits so tough? And I think you're either overworking your dough or you're using too much grease. Now here's where it first started to get a little chaotic. I got a wild hair to try to do it like my mama, because y'all see me make biscuits 100 times and I put it out on the counter and I kind of fold it over a few times and then cut them out with a biscuit cutter. But my mama always just pinches them off right in the bowl. And I wanted to try that so bad, but I've never, felt like doing it, because I just knew that it wouldn't come out so easy like she makes it look. So as you can see, I'm sitting here fiddling around with that dough, trying to figure out how does she make it pick upable, because she almost like picks it up to, and pinches it off. And my dough is so soft. I don't know if hers is just a little tougher than mine, but I like my dough to be super soft. It's almost like where you can't pick it up or it'll just fall apart, But I think that makes my biscuits really soft and fluffy, and that's why I like my dough to be that soft. But I was determined to do it like her this morning, and as you see, I figured out how to make it work. It just wasn't quite as easy and smooth as she makes it look, and it was getting all over my hands. But don't think that's the only chaotic thing that happened. Just wait. And let me just go ahead and give you a little hint. If you spill something in the bottom of your oven and you say, oh, I'll wait till the oven cools off to clean it, don't forget to go back and clean it after the oven cools off. This is me putting biscuits in the oven with something stuck to the bottom of that oven. And when you cook biscuits, you cook them on 475 or 500. You need that high heat to make them rise quick. Well, those super high heats mixed with stuff in the bottom of your oven does not make for a good combination. And I didn't realize it yet. So here I am starting the gravy. I went ahead and added a little bacon grease in with my sausage to cook the sausage, because I need that grease to make my gravy. And for some reason, when I cook sausage, it may be the brand that I use, but there's never enough grease for my gravy. And since I was playing with my dough in the bowl instead of on the counter, it did leave a couple crumbs, so I sifted those out, and I'm going to scoop that clean flour back into my bag. And it was at this point that the house started filling up with smoke when I opened the door to check on those biscuits. I had my ring alarm people calling me and everything, so I took the biscuits out, turned the oven off, and finished them off in my Tyfer sink oven. I love my Tyfer stuff, but I was so grateful for my sink oven this morning when all that happened. Okay, back to the gravy. I didn't want as much sausage as I normally keep in my gravy. I wanted more gravy this time and less meat. So I went ahead and took some of the sausage out, and I'm going to save it for something else. And I'm going to put me a little flour in with the sausage and stir it up. You want to cook that for a few minutes and let that flour taste get cooked out of it. And when you're making gravy, you kind of got to stay with it, because you don't want to scorch it. And right about here is where I realized that I was making gravy and I didn't have any milk in the house. Y'all, I'm telling you what, it was just one thing after the other. But I know plenty of people that makes their sausage gravy with just water, so I said, well, I ain't never tried it, because I've always thought that can't be as good as it is with milk, so I just never tried it. Well, I'm actually glad this happened, because me and Caden loved it. Oh, here's the biscuits. They got done, and thankfully they turned out perfect. But yeah, spoiler alert, I think I actually like sausage gravy better with water than I do with milk now. The only downside I can think to it is it doesn't look as pretty. It's not as white as it is when you use milk. But anyways, I'm just adding little bits of water at a time till I get it to the consistency that I want it. And then I'm going to put a little bit of salt and a whole lot of black pepper. And then I'm going to get all that stirred up, and we was ready to eat, y'all, finally. And we didn't burn the house down or nothing. Got me a couple biscuits and some gravy. Turned out perfect. I hope y'all have a wonderful Sunday. I love you. Stay classy.